If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, this is the Turnbuckle King. Red Carpet Ring here, guys. We are here talking about WWE Bad Blood 2024. Rock headline, he's returned. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre put on Classic. We are here live for Facebook and X as well. Let's talk about it. We'll go over the review of Bad Blood. We'll go over each match, go over the grading of the whole PLE, and also we'll go over what went wrong with Bad Blood. So you guys don't want to miss out. Let's check it out. Before we do, let's get to do something simple. Double tap that screen.
Not real.
Trust me.
But that doesn't do anything, man.
All right. Double tap that screen. We are here in the ring. Salute to everybody came out. We're going to talk about the event. So let's talk about Bad Blood. Before we do this, let's go over the match cards, shall we? Match card, as we know, is these matches here as advertised. You got CM Punk, Drew McIntyre was the opener. Then you got Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. You have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest one-on-one. You also have, the hosts of Bianca Belair, Jade, and Naomi. Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. And, of course, the main event of Cody and Roman teaming up for the first time ever versus the Bloodline team of Solo and Jacob Fatu. So that's the match card. Let's go over the first match on the card for the night. Like I said, opened up with the Hell in a Cell match, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. These two have been going on feuding all year, and this is the match that everybody wanted to see. This is a highly anticipated feud. We know these two have been feuding since the Royal Rumble, ever since CM Punk, injured his tricep due to Drew McIntyre doing that. And of course, they had two matches, one at SummerSlam, where Drew won with special guest referee Seth freaking Rollins. Then the second match at Bash in Berlin last month, or a little over a month ago, with CM Punk won in the strap match. This the final encounter. Hell in a Cell finished a lot of feuds. Once that's over, that's it. And this was a good match. CM Punk bled early. Drew McIntyre had a lot of offense. They used the outside. Drew introduced steel steps, toolbox. He did some claymores outside the ring. I thought that was cool. He threw CM Punk to the cage. That was good. Also, CM Punk came back. He did a GTS. Drew fell out the ring. And then they both was countering each other's moves. CM Punk did the sharpshooter. At one point, he also did the Anaconda Vice on Drew. And he made Drew bleed, as you can see there. Also, he, I like how one move where Drew tried to do the Claymore, CM Punk just took a few steps back to counter it. Then another good part of the match when Drew took a bag of beads, symbolizing a bracelet, put it on, poured all over CM Punk. And then CM Punk, he on the steel steps, he put Drew on the steel steps. He put it in all the beads in Drew's mouth, hit a GTS, and then next thing you know, our winner for the first match, the Hell in a Cell match between Drew and CM Punk. CM Punk is the winner of that match. After the match, CM Punk was, kayfabe. He passed out in the aisles. He had to be helped up, had the oxygen tank. Said, "Call my wife." He barely could stand. Played it real well. This was a perfect storybook telling of Punk and Drew. Definitely an instant classic that they put on. One of the best Hell in a Cell matches. I like how they highlight that Drew McIntyre was, he's been in two other Hell in a Cell matches. He's never won the match. Last one was against Randy Orton back in 2020. And I think CM Punk he's 2-2, but he definitely he's been a few Hell in a Cell. But I had CM Punk win this match from the beginning. I didn't think it made sense for Drew to win. CM Punk would make sense to be the winner, win this feud, close it out. As we know, at the end of Bash in Berlin, when CM Punk did defeat Drew, CM Punk stated that he wanted to go out for the World Heavyweight Championship that's currently held by the in-ring general known as Gunther. But congratulations, CM Punk. Great match. I gotta give it a super chant, and that's what I'm gonna do for this match.
Yeet, delete, yes, we believe in Joe Hendry. Suck it. Woo! What? Yeah.
So this was a great match between both men. They put on a great cinematic match. It was pure cinema. Couldn't went any better, but great match between Punk and Drew McIntyre. I love how these guys tell a story inside the ring. But that was the first match of the night. We're going to continue on and get to the next match of the night. Next match was Nia Jax defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Now, this was kind of botchy at some points. I noticed that Bayley was struggling to pick up Nia Jax. And I know one point on top rope, Nia Jax was trying to do her Karana on Bayley, and Bayley went and did the flip, whatever, but she really didn't do it. It was almost her Karana. I know Bayley tried to get her for a Samoan drop. She was struggling to pick up Nia. So we do to Nia's size. I know Bayley lifts weights, everything, but it's a struggle. Other than that, it was an okay match. It wasn't bad at all. There was a few botch spots there, and it was due to lifting Nia. But they showed the tease of the women's division of the Money Bank contract by Tiffany Stratton. Everyone was saying that Tiffany was going to cash in. I thought so too, but the more I saw them teasing it on SmackDown, I said, you know what? Tiffany's not going to cash in because it will be too obvious and too predictable. They're not going to do that. But I will say that at some point she will do it. I would say if Tiffany Stratton is going to cash in Money in the Bank on Nia or whatever champion she does, she will do it after the holidays because that's a very popular, unique briefcase she has, the pink lemonade briefcase, I call it. And I would say they need to sell during the holidays for Christmas. I'm pretty sure little girls out there who are fans of Tiffany Stratton will like to get that briefcase, and they can't do that if she cashed it in right now to become the WWE Women's Champion or World Champion, for that matter. So it was a good tease, and it definitely showed that when she did try to attempt to cash on Nia is really getting frustrated with her. Nia did retain the championship, defeated Bayley, as I said she would. She left the ring very upset. She's not pleased with Tiffany. She gave Tiffany that warning. If anything bad happens to me, it's going to be a lot much worse for you. She had a hand on Tiffany's neck backstage on SmackDown. But other than that, despite all of that, Nia Jax put it down due to distraction from Tiffany. She threw the briefcase at Bayley. Bayley was at the top rope. Bayley threw it back at her, and Nia caught her. She did her move off top rope, and that was it. The winner is still WWE Women's Champion. Nia Jax is still the champion. And I did not see why Bayley would win, but I knew that was not going to happen. Other than that, as far as Tiffany, the contract, they really need to do something with that. Do that, maybe get it a year. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, the match, it was not bad. It just had a couple botch spots, and I think it's due to Nia's size. That's my opinion on that whole situation. I don't think that Nia still can move in the ring, still got much better. They brought the best of each other. Like I said, very good, solid match. Just a couple box spots, but it was better than some matches that I will get into right now. But congratulations to Nia Jax for retaining the WWE Women's Championship. Let's move on to the next match. We will go on to Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And we know these two had a beef, score to settle. It started off when Finn Balor said to Damian Priest in Judgment Day, well, when Damian was in Judgment Day, that when he became world champion, he started barking orders to Finn. Finn said, Judgment Day is no leaders; they're all independent. And Finn he mentioned too that in Money in the Bank last year, he had a match against Seth Rollins. He said he would have won. It won for Damian Priest. When Damian threw the briefcase in there, and Seth Rollins had the curb stomp on top of Finn's face on the briefcase. And I knew that this story was going to go somewhere later. But other than that, this match here, it was okay. Just I'm not cool with this whole interference with the Judgment Day. I mean, every time Damian gets his hands on Finn, we got to have interference. It was okay match though. And yes, as I predicted, Damian Priest did win the match. So Damian Priest defeated Finn Balor. But other than that though, that was the end of that match. Let's get on to the next match on the card, shall we? We got 3 matches in, 2 more to mention. We have Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, one-on-one match for the WWE Women's World Championship. So we have that match. This match here, I will say it was not one of my favorite matches. I was not big on this match at all. I think Rhea and Liv don't have much. They don't have no room for creativity. I think they've done everything they could do in the storyline between Liv and Rhea. At this point, I don't think there's more they can do. There's no story there. But I will say this. I know they had a stipulation of Dominic Mysterio in the Shark Tank. So I know that was a good story. But other than that, I just don't see it. I did say this too. I said that Raquel Rodriguez would show up. I said she would interfere in the match. I said that she would attack Rhea and she would side with Liv Morgan due to that history of them being women's tag team champions together. I just did a video about who would return, and Raquel Rodriguez was on that list. I said that, and she did exactly what she did. As Rhea was playing pinata with Dom on the when he fell from Shark Cage, she grabbed a kendo stick, kept hitting him. That's when Raquel Rodriguez came in. It's funny, Triple H at the press conference called her Raquel Gonzalez, which is her real last name. I don't know if they changed her name to Gonzalez or she's still Rodriguez. We'll see on Raw. I just want to notate that. But other than that, this match was not one of my favorites. Like I said, Liv and Rhea is nothing much more they could do. That's why they add stipulation. I get it. I just don't see no room where they could go. I think they reached their ceiling. And but the saving grace was Raquel Rodriguez showing up. And since it was a saving grace, as I predicted, Liv Morgan is still the women's world champion. So I don't know. They may have one more match together. It ended in DQ. Now, don't get me wrong. Liv Morgan did not pin or submit or tapped out Rhea Ripley because Raquel Rodriguez interfered and ended in DQ. But we know in a title match with disqualification or count out, the championship stays with the champion. So Rhea Ripley was not pinned or submitted, but Liv Morgan, I said, will walk out champion. I said it might be a DQ or something like that. It may be an interference. I said that regardless. Brilliant's good say you was spot on all your predictions, third rate, corporate president. Oh, appreciate that, man. That deserves a yeet right there. Yeet. See what other comments you got in here. Noah, salute to you. You said my predictions was Drew wins, Bailey wins, Roman and Cody win. Rhea wins. Okay. Unanimous prediction for Finn and Damian. I don't see that match on here. But maybe you don't care for that match. Who knows? Liv is trash. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later on. Now Rachel and Liv. Oh, Raquel. Now Raquel and Liv were feud. Dom is the man. I swear he'll end up with Raquel too. I would say so. But yeah, that is the end of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Now let's get on to the main event, guys. Main event, we know we had Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline. And let's see how it goes. Now, I said with this match here, I said Cody and Roman was going to not be on the same page. It seemed like they've been on the same page the whole time. I said that. That match went almost pretty much how I said it would go. I said that Solo and Jake would get a big advantage in the early beginning. I said there would be some good hot tags by Cody and Roman. I said all of this. I mean, it's like I felt like I was in a WWE conference room when they talked about this booking, but it went exactly how I thought it would go. As stated, during the match, Cody and Roman, they worked very cohesively. I know there was one hot tag. Cody tried to get to Roman. Jacob pulled him out. But I know one good match that Cody, he got his clap back on the Bloodline. He did do that splash outside the ring on Jacob Fatu, if you guys remember that.
Cody Rhodes looking to repeat it. A salute to Reigns. Splash!
So that was a good part. But other than that, when we start getting to the nitty-gritty in the match, we saw Bloodline talking to Solo, and Solo recognized Solo in a hoodie, and it turned out to be Jimmy Uso. As I said, he will return. I said Jimmy Uso was going to return back, and he did. He caused distractions to Solo Sikoa, and then Roman Reigns was allowed to do the spear on Solo, get the pinfall, and win the match. And of course, we got that. Roman and Cody are the winners, as I predicted. I said these two were going to win the match for their team. I said that was going to happen. I said that they was going to pull it through, and they was going to get the pinfall, and that's exactly what happened between these two. So salute to them. Salute to them straight up. So I'm glad for that. Definitely glad that went down. Don't have a problem with that at all. Not an issue. Now think about it is, guys, I also said another thing that was going to happen. I said as well that not only Jimmy, it's literally everybody I said was going to return tonight did exactly just that. But I said Raquel, I said Jimmy Uso. Well, of course, the biggest guy, and Cody teased it. I wish Cody didn't do that. He said on Pat McAfee show the big guy. And yes, you guessed it. The Rock is back, the final boss. He came and did a stare down at Roman. This after Roman and Jimmy went to help Cody after he was being attacked by Bloodline after the match. Roman was hesitant on doing it, but he did pull through. And Jimmy said, hey, did make that promise to Cody, you would look after him. Roman says one time. But Rock came out there, stared down, and it closed out the show. And it definitely was electrifying, as The Rock would say. The most electrifying move in all entertainment today. You know how Rock do. You guys know how Rock do. But other than that, though, guys, close out the show. Yep, triangle. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, so Rock closed out the show. That was it. And that was all for Bad Blood. Now let's go over what is the review for Bad Blood. What's the review for that? I would say this was an average show to me, guys. I'll be honest, 3.5 out of 5. One, it was predictable, not just a little bit, a lot. Two, I get into it's actually part of what went wrong. Some matches were not up to par. Some of the matches I just was not a fan of. But other than that, and some stuff, in certain segments, I could say too, I was not a fan of. So That's just my opinion on that. You guys check out Bad Blood on Peacock. You let me know what you think of it. But I don't know, guys. It was not. It was booked well. I will say this. This is now I see why that CM Punk and Drew was booked first to open Bad Blood. It started off very good. You had the Punk and Drew match. They put on a classic, put on a clinic, as Triple H said in a press conference. And a Bailey and Nia was not bad either. It's like when it got down to Liv and Rhea, and then Finn and Damian was not really feeling either. And the tag team match main event was good. Um, some stuff was real cheesy, but that's my review. 3.5 out of 5. Let's go ahead and let's get to what went wrong with Bad Blood. Let's go over that. And we're gonna see what the issue may be. And I'm gonna go over it right now. What are some things I did not like about the PLE of Bad Blood? What were my concerns, issues, and whatnot? Let's go over that right now. First off, Triple H made an announcement tonight, a big announcement. He announced that Crown Jewel, which will be a month away, that they're going to have a new concept. They're pretty much inserting the Survivor Series old concept of champion versus champion for men and women divisions, and now they're switching over to Crown Jewel. But now what he's doing is he's having a champion versus champion, and whoever wins is going to be a new title. I guess the new title will be for whoever is the best champion during that match at Crown Jewel. I mean, it's a great idea. I don't think you need a championship to define because you didn't need it for Survivor Series. And let's be honest, WWE has enough titles as is. All the titles just pretty much got redesigned. You just introduced the Speed Championships for the Platform X. You guys are in the talks of making, which the championships I think you should be making, women's secondary championships for the main roster. You already done it for NXT with the NXT Women's North American Championship. I don't think you need a championship for once a year event. It's not like Crown Jewels every week or anything or monthly. It's once a year. You don't need this belt, and I think it's a waste. And it's honestly at this point, WWE is starting to move like AEW, creating all these useless titles and belts that you do not need. We see this with AEW. They have the Continental Championship. They have all these other championships that they don't care for, and I think that's the direction WWE is going. And then, they have the Owen Hart. They had the Owen Hart Cup tournament at first. I think this past year they announced a championship for it. You don't need to do that. And with that being said, since it's not needed really, it has to go on the list.
What's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Now I get it. Now this championship for the Crown Jewels at Saudi Arabia, you guys have the big money deal, the big money grab over there, the 10-year deal you signed in 2018. I know that's what the guys at Jeddah, I know it's what they want to promote it, but it's still not needed. You really don't need to do that. I know it's Jeddah, they always have something big. Last year, the World Heavyweight Championship was introduced in Saudi Arabia, Night Champions. Now we're doing this Crown Jewel yearly thing, a champion versus champion for men and women's. So they're known for doing big stuff over there, and which I'll get to. They also do big stuff, and they have big name superstars coming over there, legends, whatever, which I'll get to in a second, which be another issue I did not like. And I'm talking about what went wrong with Bad Blood. Another issue I saw tonight that I'm not a fan of. We saw this whole Goldberg returning to WWE. I mean, how many times are we going to do this? How many times are we going to do this, WWE? How many times? Have you guys forgotten the history with Goldberg? Goldberg's been at multiple events for Saudi Arabia, whether it was a Super Showdown, Crown Jewel. Now he faced off against the late Bray Wyatt. We're not gonna get to the horrendous match with Undertaker in 2019, and I think he fought Roman or Bobby Lashley in Saudi Arabia. He fought both of them. I forgot which one was in Saudi Arabia. Might have been Bobby. I don't see why he's here. We don't need a Goldberg here. Again, similar to the brand new Crown Jewel Championships, you guys in Saudi Arabia, you guys are requesting certain people to come over there for a big money grab, and we know that Goldberg is known for going over to Saudi Arabia for a big check. Not just Goldberg, Shawn Michaels in the past, Triple H himself, The Undertaker. We know that. So with that being said, and Brock Lesnar as well, I don't want to see Goldberg wrestle again. Now, I thought he had issue with WWE, but mainly that was Vince, not Triple H. And then Gunther come out with that cheesy promo. I was not feeling that at all. No. Goldberg does not need to wrestle. Seen enough. With that being said, that goes on. Clearly the list is going on without a shadow of a doubt.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Definitely made the list. And like I said, WWE, we know what you're doing. We know you guys have to get the deal with Saudi Arabia, make an agreement. I'm just letting you know, WWE, I'm watching you, and all I gotta say for the record, for this championship that you brought out, and then it's Goldberg now, you know what you did, right?
I didn't know that. You know what you did. I know what you're talking about. I fair and square. You know what you're a legend, man.
So you guys know what you did. We know what you're doing. Anything for a money grab. But that's the second thing I did not like, particularly about Bad Blood. I didn't like this whole Goldberg thing. So that's another thing. But we'll get into some more things. Another thing, I touched on this earlier. I thought the Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley match was awful. I did not care for this match too much. Like I said before, these women have reached their ceiling, their limit as far as match has a type of story. There's no more story to Liv and Rhea. The reason I said it because Liv Morgan started with the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. You say you want to take everything from Rhea. Well, guess what? You did that. You took the Judgment Day. You're part of that stable. You got Dominic Mysterio. You have the Women's World Championship, where she was Dominator's champion. I didn't like this match. Raquel Rodriguez interfering and returning was the saving grace of this match. It was a saving grace. It saved it because I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I just was not feeling this. This match was bad. And Liv Morgan is not a great champion. Let's be honest. She's not a great champion. I would say very soon. I mean, to be honest, what have Liv Morgan done with this championship? As Women's World Champion, what has she really done? At this point, Liv Morgan just needs to lose the championship. She needs to lose the title. She's been champion for 100 days now, so a little over 3 months. I don't think she barely defends it. She defended twice against Rhea, I think against Selena Vega, and maybe one other person. She barely defends the belt. At least Rhea defended more, and she was a more dominant champion. She didn't always have to get interference and help to retain her title. She pretty much held it down on her own. I don't see the same vibe with Liv. I get it, Liv is a heel, but Rhea was a heel when she was the champion too. They need to get this belt off her. I expect, hopefully by the end of the year, sometime early next year, at least even before WrestleMania, get the belt off of Liv. She just really doesn't do it for me anymore. The whole story with her down is old, so I'm not really a fan of this at all. And it's just a lousy match. And you guys know what I think about lousy matches. You guys know how I feel about that. What list they deserve to go on.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So you definitely make the list. Liv Morgan, Yeah, her matches don't be good. She had one good match against Selena Vega. The match with Becky was not all that. I don't see the chemistry there in her matches. I don't. Oh, you talking about the Crown Jewel? Yeah, like an AW title, definitely. That's why I said I'm not. Title's useless. Goldberg's useless, and this whole Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. I want this feud to be over with. It's a waste of my time. It's not really doing nothing no more. I mean, Liv Morgan, you don't have a goal anymore. Liv Morgan has reached her goal. She got everything she wanted. Why do they need to continue this feud? Either get the belt off Liv, or you better give her a real entertaining feud. Even the character's not so much anymore. You know. Another thing I did not like. Triple H, he answered a race question at the press conference. Now, this I talked about this on my other channel, Top Spring Scandal, aka KDH, Figure 4 TV. Me and him talked about this. This is an ongoing issue in wrestling, not just WWE. And Triple H was approached about this at the press conference tonight. If you guys check out the press conference, this is his answer towards. I think a reporter's asking him how about should black wrestlers be showcased more on the PLEs, because we know there was nobody on the Bad Blood PLE. There was no black talent there, men or women. But he answered it though.
Opportunities that are deserved.
I see everybody gets the opportunity. Like if I don't see the difference in anybody.
And that's what his answer. He say he see talent. He say he don't see difference between color. He say he don't see no issue of any sort. He don't look at any nationality. He just looks at talent. He doesn't think about that, because I know he's been asked that question a lot. I think it's kind of a political answer, Triple H, because Triple H, I like what he's doing with the booking. Of course, he's doing a phenomenal job. Him and the rest of the team. I think it's not that he doesn't like black wrestlers. He don't know how to book them right. And I think he gave us literally a political answer.
Spoken and spun like a true politician. I mean,
so that was the only other thing I did not like about Bad Blood. But other than that, though, it was an average PLE. Average at best. It was subpar. It was okay. It wasn't the worst PLE, but it was not the best. Had it not been, I see it now. Bad Blood tonight was a setup for Survivor Series. I'll say it again. This was set up for Crown Jewel in Survivor Series. That's what these comebacks were for. Rock, Jimmy Uso, Bloodline, Survivor Series. Raquel Rodriguez, she gonna have something going on in Survivor Series or Crown Jewel. Trust me. That's why these comebacks, they're setting up for the next PLEs. So it's just wild though. Just wild situation. I don't see I see this being a setup. This is all set up for the next PLEs. That's what it's about. It's about appearances and cameos. Look how many Hall of Famers they showed tonight. We saw Jacqueline. We saw Diamond Dallas Page. We saw Scott Steiner. We saw X-Pac. We saw plenty of Hall of Famers tonight. It's all about cameos, returns, and set up for the next PLE or PLEs down the line. That's what it was about. And of course, having a cell match, stuff like that, and a tag team match of Roman and Cody against Bloodline. That's what it's about. Lies. I bet he look at ticket sales. You know he does. And he also said during the press conference, Triple H, that it's a hip hop culture. We know hip hop culture is definitely involved. You know, we saw Metro Boomin tonight. We saw Little Baby. Saw plenty of artists. American culture won't allow, period. Got a point there.
yeet.
Yeah, so that is the issue with that. He gave us a political answer, so I know that's probably trending right now, you know, that going on. But I don't know. This PLE was not all what I thought it would be. That's me. It was average. It was very average. It wasn't the worst. It was just average. Definitely average. I wouldn't see it any other way, honestly. I didn't see any other way of how it would have been done. You know, but I know one thing they did talk about too. This was been floating around online. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys remember it going on, but I do know that it's a buzz going around right now. And this was backstage after, pretty much after the PLE, after everything was done. It did have something going on, and it showed that it was an attack backstage. This been teased for weeks now. They've been talking about it, and I think finally now it's here. But this is a KO when he attacked Cody Rhodes.
Alive, brother. Oh! Hey, now, hey! Oh, shit! What? Oh, fuck! Kevin, no! Kevin! Calm down! Kevin, what the fuck are you doing? You can't.
So that's Kevin Owens. He attacked Cody Rhodes back by his bus. If they was going to do that, I don't know why they didn't say it for SmackDown. Why do that at backstage off camera as a PLE? And I'm going to have to add this to the list as well. Didn't like that.
No. Words? You just made the list.
But it was a good, surprising because I think KO would turn heel, but to each his own. That's how they deal. Now that's all of I have regarding Bad Blood 2024. The Rock headlines. He returns. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre put on Classic. You guys let me know what you think in live chat right now. Bad Blood. If you saw Bad Blood, what you think of the PLE? Did you like all the matches? Did you like some matches or none? Or did you think it was overrated or underrated or one of the best PLEs all year? I'd like to hear what you guys got to say. And we're talking about the Bad Blood post-show review and grading everything. So gave my grade on it. Other than that, though, guys, that's all I have. Appreciate you guys coming out. Like I said, it was a busy weekend. Just covered SmackDown. Just covered the NXT versus AEW. And now we're here at Bad Blood. And next week on Raw, they about to start the 2 hours for the rest of the year. So Raw will no longer be 3 hours for the rest of 2024. It'll be 2 hours. I don't know if it's going to start 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know if it's going to be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know. I'm going to look that up into listings. Other than that, though, that's all I have regarding the Bad Blood PLE. Coverage is done. And we're going to get back to Monday Night Raw. We will see what's going to happen next as they set up for Crown Jewel. Like Triple H said, will be a month. Then, of course, we have Survivor Series, then Saturday Night Main Event, then Royal Rumble, and the Road to WrestleMania. So, brutally honest, said WWE caters to a social media audience. That's all. They definitely do that because we see that, especially when Triple H answered that question tonight. Definitely do that. But soon to be able to pop up, guys. You guys click the links in the below. Check the content out here. You guys already know what it is at this point. It is OUT.
Me and Chris Benoit basically all started together, pretty much. You started a little bit earlier.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But they pushed me to the moon and they held you guys back. And we all started at the same time. We were wrestling each other. We were getting each other over, putting each other over. And I thought we were all going to kind of come up together. And it was like, you guys stayed behind. And it was like, what's going on?
Well,